Everybody? Happy Ishtar. I'm live. So we're outside because it's such a beautiful day. I'm using my blended decks, the Sacred She Tarot and the Curious Creatures. And I was going to do Capricorn, but I thought I missed Capricorn in the one weekly reading. And then I was like, well, it's a holiday, so let's see what the tarot has to say about Easter. So, clearing my mind, clearing the deck, ask for God to guide us and give us the truth about Easter. Truth about Easter. See what the tarot has to say. Truth about Easter. Truth about Easter. Alright. Anything else? I guess that was the last. Alright, let's see what came up. Well, a lot more than what I thought. So these all together. Setting it up, setting it up. So we have 5 that came up and then all the rest are down. So the first one that came flying out was the 7 of Wands in reverse, if I can get it up. So usually it's like she's like, stop, but this is like, I see like, come on, like there's like, perhaps this, it could be like a cross. Let's see. Satisfaction. The 5 of Wands in reverse. Number 7, another 7 in reverse. The turning point. This is another 7 of Wands. So we have both of the 7 of Wands in reverse. And Labor of Love. I'm going to open up all these cards so that way I get the whole picture. Alright, we have the Knight of Cups. Next to the Fool. Next to the 2 of Wands in reverse. And the King of Pentacles. On the top row. And then on the bottom row, we have the 3 of Cups. Disappointment in reverse, another 5. The 6 of Swords. And anxiety in reverse. So this reminds me of the full moon. So that's how, this is how they get the date of Easter. So Easter Sunday always falls on the first Sunday after the new moon. After the full moon. So the full moon, the first spring full moon, which was the 24th of March. Since the full moon rose on the 24th of March, the following Sunday would be Easter Sunday. So that's how they get this days. So even like I hear that millionaires don't use astrology, but billionaires do. Everything, even the last holiday we had, well, it was the Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year, they also figure out the date of the Chinese New Year from the full moon. They go from the first, a lot of holidays are established or are created, or what is that word? A lot of holidays get their dates from the full moon or from the moon cycle period. And then right here we have the eclipse. So between this full moon and the eclipse is the Six of Swords. Now, she's just, it looks like she's like waiting for like a hitchhiker or something. She has her bags packed and she's like waiting on something. So perhaps there's some kind of waiting period between that full moon and this eclipse that's coming up on April 8th. So the truth about Easter, I see these, like, I see this multiplied. A lot of men, like men in suits, like very confident. The Fool upright is very confident. Like men in power. And that goes to show because right in between the Fool, the Two of Swords is right in between the Fool and this King of Pentacles, which is also, this is like a business. So perhaps, that's another thing about Easter. You think of how many people make money, or the corporate businesses, corporate America in general, make money off of Easter. The baskets, the candy. And this is a celebration. But it's funny, these what are they, geckos here are all wearing black dresses. It reminded me of the one Easter. I was probably like 9 years old, and we all wore black dresses, and everybody else is in white and pastel colors, and we're in black dresses. So perhaps this is like going against like the norm of somehow. It's probably like the exact opposite. Like something like that. Like, there's this path. Now this path goes, it's like a winding path, and it goes, if you look, these two are diagonal. So this path, let's see if I can show you. This path here goes from like green to red. It's like go to stop. And the Five of Swords. Okay, let's read this Seven of Wands in reverse. There's, in each one of these cards has like a conversation between the animal depicted on the card and the seeker or the reader or whatever it is. So we're going to look up the Seven of Wands, the Deer conversation. Yep. So, and this is tails. This would be heads. And this is tails. So the tails is falling from grace. Feeling scrutinized, being attacked or misunderstood. a need to stand in your power and remember your worth. The wounds of public bullying or shaming, assuming you're being attacked even when you're not, or this could be like giving up all in general. So the dear conversation. What's got you feeling on edge and ready to jump into defend mode? That's the question. What makes you ready to just bucket? Yup, I said that. Spill the tea. I trust in you. I love you and I see you. I love all of your mistakes and accomplishments. So let's do this. It's the only way. It's the only way for all the fawns to frolic into the future together. So basically, she's saying, like, I know you did wrong. I know you messed up. You made mistakes, and I love you anyway. For all your accomplishments, I love you anyway. So, and this is saying that for every, like, for all the fawns, and it is like, say, this is the human race, for all the human race to, like, put their differences aside and love each other anyway, regardless of what mistakes or what your beliefs are, however you feel, you know, what's wrong, what's right. We look past that and love each other anyway. And this Ace of Swords is saying that there's victory in that. And this red road reminds me of the Six of Swords right here, this red path. It reminds me of, like, follow the yellow brick road, but we're following the, like, ruby path. And that's when we're crowned. The hummingbird is joy and love. And they're very, like, the hummingbird can go backwards, up, down, but, you know, they can go all different ways. And, like, all at the same time, in a sense. And we have this white rose. Perhaps a lot of people buy flowers around this time, or flowers. This white rose standing up over the bee. So pollination. I guess this is how the word got out. Like, and there's the ruby slippers. It's like the bee goes from one flower and pollinates to another flower, and like, I guess little by little it goes from like 1 to 10 real quick. And we have this Four of Wands in reverse. He is also waving like goodbye. Muna! Get over here. He's also waving goodbye. How'd you get out? Come here, Muna. So it's like this path. It's already a path. It's already a path formed. So perhaps this red path is like a new path. Creating a new path. New beliefs. The acorn. I see acorns here too, and that is a lot of protection. Four of Wands in reverse is like leaving home, or like a going away party, something like that. Get over there. Sorry about that. But, okay, so my eyes are drawn back at this Fool again in the darkness, and you see this red feather. He's like jumping away from, this is like going against, I see like going against the norm, or going against like this Three of Cups energy, right, diagonal from it, like going against, like the black sheep in a sense, like everyone's going this way and you're going the opposite way. Now, what's that have to do about the truth of Easter? You never know. But here is a sword stuck in the broom. It's like somebody throwing daggers. And perhaps these are like thoughts that stick. But they're not sticking to you. It's like onto the broom. You know what I mean? So perhaps you have to have some kind of shield or something. It's confusing. Everyone's saying bye. All these hands are waving bye. These birds sound pretty. There was a woodpecker earlier. Let's see what his conversation. That's a funny looking bird. Let's see what kind of bird that is first. Minna, over here. Sorry. So, y'all know what kind of bird that is? Let's see what it says. It's a penguin. Doesn't look like a penguin. I celebrate my life all the time. How are you showing up to celebrate your wins, lessons learned, your loves and friendships, social interaction, community, togetherness are the best parts of life. Let's wiggle home and enjoy these gifts of time spent with those around us. So that's what Easter is about, togetherness. But this in the tail's position is the need to celebrate with others. A nudge to be fully present for others. Happiness, letting go and allowing peace and disharmony. A reminder to allow joy in your heart. So this is a reminder to be like happy. Luna, no, come here. Come here. Good girl, come. Good girl. I just want to say hi to Mona. Hi, Mona. Hi. That's the Mona pups. So, and these are red flowers. So perhaps this is like being there for your partner romantically, or your love, or it could be a friend. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm too busy, or maybe tomorrow. Perhaps if someone is asking you for some help or something, like do it right then and there. I don't know, but there is some kind of dissatisfaction with the road. Like a lot of lies, and the moon reverse is like the truth coming out. So perhaps if we stick to the unbeaten path, there's joy and togetherness. Look into these groups, either all men, all women, and labor of love, like with that other. It doesn't really matter what you believe, what they believe, and what they did, what he did. We should love, forgive, and love no matter what the scenario. is. And I guess that's what the truth of what Easter is all about. That regardless of what you believe, they believe, um, love is what's going to bring us together. And unity is the key. And this is like more like organized, and like sacred geometry has something to do with this. You see how the circle is perfect and this spirit. And that comes with love. With love, loving the spirit, and that is your protection as well. All right. So, Happy Ishtar to everyone. You know, I guess Easter stems from the word Ishtar, the name Ishtar, which she has a lot of other names. But I guess it's, what is it? The first, Adam's first wife, Lilith, you know, she didn't submit to Adam. So what God did was took her out of the Garden of Eden and made her the whore of Babylon, which then she became Ishtar, Venus, or the goddess of love. So hence that's why the love, I guess, came up a lot in here. Yep, and on the split is harmony, and you see these dolphins are together and they're happy, and they love each other no matter what, gay, straight, black, white, and no matter the differences. This is full circle. And this is like the arch, like as above, so below. I see, like when there's a rainbow above, there's a rainbow below. And then right under there, there's a transitioning. This is like a death of something and a birth of another. And then there's this change right underneath here. There's a failure to change because this is in reverse. So perhaps that's the issue with the transitioning. It's here, it's like two parts, and then we're mixing a third part, and that's where the lack of or the failure to change. What, do you want to go in? You're gonna go in. Come on, let's go in. You want to try to go in? Go in. Go, girl. Sorry about that. It's just such a beautiful card. You think of birth and rebirth, or born again. It's like when something dies, and then from that stems up new birth. And right under that is the Knight of Pentacles. Perhaps that's the issue, is the time. It's not instant gratification. This is something that happens over a long period of time. And we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. She's coming up a lot. So perhaps this energy between the holidays, the moon cycles, and everyone else, and everything else combined. And this Queen of Swords, like upright, she's like a widower. She's by herself. She's independent, and she's very blunt, honest, and truthful, and really straight to the point. But when she's in reverse like this, It's like she's a F&B, like a real bitch, like, and she's positive. There's lies. There's a whole bunch of lies. The truth is now there is no truth. This is all lies. So getting down to the lies has something to do with history. The history of this, I guess, like if you know history, it's less likely to repeat itself. And then we have ROAT, wrote, what's written down. You know, a lot of books and, you know, all the things in the library, all these things, like the Vatican has a really big library. But you have to be almost privileged. Like, not anyone can just walk in there and read these books. So, on the bottom in the split, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and Karma in reverse. Which is like a stroke of bad luck. Or like a definite imbalance. Especially with the Temperance. This reminds me of like religion. Religion itself, it's supposed to like, it's supposed to be of God, but really religion is the exact opposite of what God is. To me, God is love, and love is God. And then when you have religion, you know, love is unity, and religion, you have the Catholics over here, the Jews over here, the Muslims over here. That is the exact opposite of unity. That's what you call division. And where there's division, that's where I guess this Seven of Wands comes into to love anyway. I guess when you do that, you see the differences. And that's when I found truth, is when I put down, like, you have to almost have a mind open to everything and attached to nothing to be able to see the difference between the truth and a lie. And yeah, hope everybody can come together in love. Unity is the key. Love is God. God is love. Because yeah, shit's going down. Time is ticking like that hourglass in the death card in the transition. Yeah, we don't want to be netted or roped into something. Like they say, wouldn't you rather believe in God than to die thinking that, you know, die not believing? Like, what is there to lose? That's the same thing, like, the truth matters. And the truth is inside you. Most of us have been programmed to believe certain things or to think certain things, believe these things. So yeah, that's why that quote is nice, you know. Love you. Happy Ishtar, everyone. And see you soon. Love y'all. How do I end this? I don't know how to end this, y'all.